welcome back to Grid World, actually Factorio with me, JD. We're... Look, straight up, let's get to the grid work. So, in the F4 menu, I've turned on the tile grid, which is helpful if you're trying to work out stuff, but we've actually turned it on to see the chunk lines. So the dark black lines are where chunks start and end. And the reason we've done this is we need more power, basically. Let's get back to one of these. Yeah, you can see we're screwed right at the moment. The accumulators are not quite enough, even with 116,000 panels, which I'll get to in a minute. So, yeah, we're going to pop down a nuclear build. Now, I wish I could say this was my own build. It's not. Not in the slightest. Trying to center it. So, pop that right there. Is that centered? No. Off by tile. Always off by bloody tile. I think I just popped down the wrong build. I grabbed this build off another YouTuber by the name of Exterminator. He covers submitted builds, is probably the best way of putting it. That one has pumps. That's the one I want. At least I hope it's the one I want. Okay, that's the one I want. Sorry about that. See, pre-planning. Yes, he covers builds submitted by other players, and this is the particular one I have chosen to implement, which I wish I could place down, but it looks like it's too bloody long to fit on the frigging map. Okay. Oh, is that centered? I can't tell. Yes, that's centered, finally. Okay. So, yes, he does builds submitted by other players. Long story short. And this one was submitted by Venom, I think the chap's name is. And it's, yeah, this particular build is a 2.4 gigawatt build. And I'm hoping that's enough to get us out of trouble. Now, the whole reason why... Let's request some stuff. Request those. Request those. Request crap ton of them. And some of them. And some of them. And I have any pumps on me. That'd be about right. Oh, I definitely don't need any fish. Alright, I'm going to have to go get some pumps to even get this running. But, anyway, as I was saying, there's a shit ton of pumps. Welcome back to Factorio with me, JD. Grid World with me, JD. Why the grid's on, you might ask? It's because we're going to put down some nuclear builds, and the grid's helpful if you want to plan things out, but really I want the dark black lines, because the dark black lines represent a chunk. And when we put on a different overlay that tells us what's being calculated per chunk, I want to make sure that this build is basically over chunks by itself. Nothing else is contaminating it. So I can attempt to work out how CPU intensive it is. Now, the build itself. The build itself, I wish I could say it was mine. It's not. Not in the slightest. There's another YouTuber by the name of Exterminator, and look, I really recommend you check him out. I have to admit, I watch pretty much all his content. There isn't much I haven't seen. He's one of the reasons I decided to start making my own channel and my own videos. I've been toying with the idea for quite some time, and yeah, look, he puts out good content. That's the bottom line. That's all you need to know. That and I admit, he's been helpful when I've asked him questions in the comments section. I haven't actually caught up with him on Discord or anything yet, because different time zones, but, you know. But yeah, he's been really helpful. And, like I said, puts out great videos. Anyway, so, he puts up every week or so player submitted builds, and this was one of the builds. It's by Venom, yes, Venom, and according to the blueprint, it's 1.2. No, it's a 1.1 kilowatt solar build, nuclear build. He does have a 2.4, 1.1 gigawatt, and he does have a 2.41. Which we may check out as well. The biggest problem we have at the moment is if you look at this build, it's fairly long. The 2.4 comes down to about here. Our train tracks, our main line's in the way. We could probably straighten out some more shoreline and build it beside. If we need the extra power, I don't know. But yes, first steps first, we're going to plop this build down. And come on, bots, bring me stuff faster. I know I've got bugger all construction bots, but I've got plenty of logi bots. Bring me stuff. More pipe. More pipe. I'm happy to build, you guys bring. Because yes, we've got power problems. During the daytime we're alright, but in the middle of the night our power just drops off dramatically. Now our solar, it doesn't help that I'm rebuilding solar. Basically because we're out of storage. Why are we out of storage? We're out of storage because the train hasn't come back. Come back. I wasn't happy with this build, and I just grabbed it off Reddit. I didn't even look too deeply into it. I just grabbed it, and because I was only doing a little solar field, and we can see what sort of monster it turned into. One of my viewers, right, who's actually reached out to me and been active in the comments, which I always appreciate seeing. I'm allowed to bastardize your name as many times as I can, right? Even when you help me by pronouncing it yourself. Mathicus? Him. He knows who he is, that's the important thing. He actually gave me this build, which, look, I'll check with him to make sure he's happy for me to release it. I really like it. It's one of these, and he actually gave me a stamp for 4 already pasted together. Between the both of us, we tweaked it slightly to get it closer to a perfect ratio. It's not quite a golden ratio, but it's bloody close. I think we get 10 accumulators too many per stamp, which, look, it's always better to have too much battery power than not enough, because unless you're 100% solar, you're going to be supplementing it with something like nuclear power. Come on, bots. What the hell are you doing? Oh, I'm auto-trashing shit. Duh. Oh, look. Stop auto-trashing it and something gets built. So, big thank you to Mathicus. Mathicus? Whatever. Big thank you to him for giving me this build, which means that, yes, I've had the bots busy for a couple of hours, to be honest, ripping up the old builds, which now they're having problems deconstructing because of robot range, and slapping down the new builds. So the bots have been fairly busy, which suits me, suits you guys. Yeah, you can see we're out of power right now. Yep. I'm gonna get built in if I'm not careful. Oh, really tempted to reinstall Squeak through. I probably don't need quite that amount of heat pipe. I'm not even requesting heat pipe. What I am requesting, I'm not getting delivered. Auto trash. Put that back in auto trash. Come on, bots. I don't really want... I am requesting it. I don't really want a heap of pipe. Same story, I'm auto trashing it. Set you back to 0. Set you to 0. I really need the turbines, actually, bots. That would be very much appreciated. So hopefully this nuclear build will supplement what we're making in the way of solar. And then, well, what I've got left of nuclear is pretty shit. Let's turn off that grid because it's pissing me off. Yeah, what I've got in the way of nuclear is crap, to be honest. I'm 110% honest about that one. It's shit. So providing this build works alright. Yeah, some of them have spun up. Some of them haven't quite got there yet. No, we're still building heat and building pressure. So providing the build works and providing, you know, it's not screwy or anything, now you deliver. Now it's built, you deliver. Bloody box. Alright, we're going to auto trash whatever's left. Yeah, we might flatten out our whole shoreline and get rid of my leftover pumps and plop down some more of these. We'll see, we'll see. We do want to look at nope. Active stack, nope. I'm looking for on-chuck enemies. There we go. So we've got 185-ish for the top, 260, 270-ish, 40, 40, 40, which, yeah, my nuclear power, my nuclear generators were lower, but because I had all the turbines mixed in with the heat exchangers, you know, these sections were higher. Yeah, look, like I said, we need it, so we're going to have it for the moment, especially whilst we're currently rebuilding solar. But like I said, my build sucked balls. No, wrong one. Put 2 of those back. put those legs back in. The other thing we have to do desperately whilst we're up here is we need to build batteries, which we never got around to doing, or I never got around to doing. And I've had these chemical plants sitting on me for ages because we need, if I can find the right tab and I haven't lost it, we need 21 chemical plants producing batteries non-stop for our high-tech sites, which, yeah, I just never got around to actually building. So, no time like the present, and let's try and slap down a build. Of course, I don't have modules on me, do I? Of course not, so we'll have to module them later. What's a battery look like? Okay. You produce batteries, and you need input of 2 and an export of 1. So, 1 there, 1 there. Whoops. We're going to use stack inserters purely because we're now at the stage where we've got them. Copy that across. We need straight pipe there and there. We need underground pipe there and there. We need a substation here, and we need a request, and we're going to request way more than that, like 300 of each. Yeah, 300 of each. Blueprint tool, blueprint that, paste it there, remove the substation, and then, so that's 4, that's 12, we need what, 22 of them. Ugh. 21 of them. Can I remove that roboport? I can not. Oh, I love building. No, you go there. Oops. To there. Straight pipe there and there. Copy those across. Copy those across. Copy that across. Sure, let's just slap down a substation for the hell of it. So that is 14. If we double it, it's 28. 28 will do us, actually. You know, I don't actually have that many chemical plants, but we can fix that. What do I have? 20, says 26, 27, 28. I hope. I hope, if my maths doesn't suck. So the only thing we need to add to this is you used 2 acid in the old scale. Maybe that'll work. No, of course not. Bloody train station line. Acid unbarrel. And then we need a requester chests, a stack inserter. Oh, come on. I'm out of stack inserters. Bloody hell. Still out of stack inserters. Alright. Blueprint, stack inserter. There, and then we're going to output. We're going to output to an active provider, and you're going to request those. But being our base, we set it to 100 because, you know, overkill's the right amount always. We need 1 just one beacon? Oh, did I not line this up? I didn't line up with the beacons. I just hoped that the line above's beacons were correct, and they were wrong. Because the last beacon should just touch. Actually, no, the last beacon's got, well, 1 square or 2 squares, depending on how long your build is. That's that. So that is our battery build, which will hopefully produce... How many batteries do we need per minute? We need 1,785. So this should produce about 2,000 batteries per minute after we hook it up with a copper train, which I haven't done yet. We've got an iron train, but we never actually bothered hooking up a copper train to the oil station. And I need some stack inserters. And I need to know, is there anything I can do about this mess? If I put another beacon there, I can move the whole build down 1 tile. Yes, let's do that. Okay. The joys of Factorio. And trying to make it all fit as compressed as possible. So, blueprint the whole lot. Oh, please tell me I hit the right button. I did. Remove the whole lot. Crap. Which is already, unfortunately, filled with iron. Which is going to cause me a nightmare. Now we use our underground pipe to here. With straight pipe to there. Done! And we can now put a substation up 1 square. Done. Done. Our build's built and rebuilt, and for some reason we're 1 chemical plant short, which I'm really hoping is in storage. L for logistics, and that'll give you, yeah, whatever network you're currently in, which has 1 chemical plant. There's no power down there. Really? I picked the 1 square that doesn't have power. And there goes my inserter. Put you there. Put you back down there. So we need modules, which we're lucky of. We've got plenty back at the home base. Like, you know, 9,000 or so. So we need modules. We're going to speed beacon this just because we can, and we probably need to start speed beaconing the water unbarrelers, because these particular sulfuric acid builds chew through water. In fact, I don't even know if I have enough water with just 1 unbarreler to feed this. We might have to do some sneaky stuff at the end to get a second water unbarreler and feed it from both ends. We'll see. The biggest problem with these builds is either you need to take them to a creative map and thoroughly test them, or you build them in a live server, and same as we did with the oil builds, you wait to max it out, which is what we're going to do. We're just going to hope that adding some speed modules into the unbarrelers is enough, and if not, we'll come back later and rejig things. There's going to be a certain amount of rejigging to go. Chasing the slowest link, so to speak. But that's our batteries, which also we need a train station for. So this, which was originally just to feed just this 1 input, has now extended to 1 input and 4 forward and backward stations, which now needs to have a trash station, a battery station, some other sort of station. Yeah. Things are getting tight. I thought I left enough room for the oil build, and I'm starting to think maybe I didn't. Actually, maybe we could bring the train in here. Bring it in here and then have it loop back out. I don't know, because it'll be a little train. But yes, that'll do us for this episode. We have more power. More power, which is a good sign. Yep, it's nice, smooth drop off at night. And nuclear power is now obviously doing, from looks of it, almost nothing. It's building up slowly as solar's dropping off, but yeah. So Venom, if you ever wander across my channel and wander across this video, I like this build. I really do. I've spent some time looking at it before just plopping it down. I don't know if it's actually maxed out. Or a perfect ratio or any of that sort of stuff without actually going through and putting it under full load and then watching it very, very carefully. Again, something I'd probably do in a creative map. But I really like the build. I really like how you overcame the heat pipe problem of heat pipes just not transferring as far as they used to. I took my lovely build and tried to double up the heat pipe. It still didn't work. It worked a little bit, but not nearly enough. So yeah, I like this. I'm not sure, which is still up to you guys. It's still up to you guys whether we try and continue with nuclear, vanilla nuclear, or whether we go to a modded one which chews through everything faster, or something in between. I'm not sure. Oh, that's right. That's right. I noticed this in the build originally, and I couldn't work out why there was a little pipe connecting some of these things. And it turns out these turbines are on this steam line, which runs all the way down and then wraps halfway back up. This steam pipe that's the half, and that's the full. So again, I don't know if I like this or not. I'm assuming there might have been a cleaner way of doing it, because essentially you have enough room to put in another turbine, and you're still pretty much within the area of your build. So I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I'm really like the trickery with pipes, because there's water running right beside steam, which must have been a nightmare to build with cross-contamination. But yeah, like I said, I really am a big fan of the build. I'm a fan of this little chop off at the end to squeeze out the last little bit of power from each of the rows. Well, each of which rows is it? That row, that row, that row, and that row. So I'm assuming there's some other trickery. Maybe there isn't with the two middle rows. No, it looks like there isn't. Don't know. Maybe the two middle rows aren't a full build. Although that's a loop. Oh no, it's not. They don't join there. Ha! I only just noticed that. Yes, that's one side. That's the second side. Yeah, like I said, it's a fascinating build. I really, really enjoy it. But I've already hit 30-minute mark, so I guess that's it for this episode. We've now got batteries as soon as I go get more bits and pieces running. So with batteries, that's pretty much it for science. There's still some stuff we've got to do. In fact, there's a fair bit of stuff we've got to do. We've still got to build the whole, those things. Control units and low density structure builds entirely. So yeah, they've still got to be built. But again, that'll be in another episode. Thank you guys for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. As always, please subscribe. If you're enjoying the show, you're enjoying the series, you're enjoying the content, I'd love it if you could subscribe. We're heading towards 100 subscribers. As soon as I hit 100, all the blueprints I've been using, including Venom's, I'm assuming it's already out publicly, so he's got no problem resharing, get popped out. along with my train tracks, which are gonna go under a revision because they're not perfect. In fact, I threw them together and I've never been happy with these T intersections. Here we go, saved by the autosave. I've never been happy with these intersections, so they're going to get tweaked again before they're released. But yes, 100 subs, all the blueprints get released publicly. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and if you enjoyed, please subscribe. Alright, that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye.